Good morning.
Good morning.
Oh, it's early this morning.
It is early.
Okay.
So who are you?
I'm Fred Mason.
And I'm Karen Mason, and we are...
The Avon Couple.
Yes.
Guys, have we got some absolute treats for you?
Yes, we have.
But not just today.
No.
Coming in a few weeks, within the next few weeks.
That's true.
But before that, Karen, what did you do at the weekend?
Well, it's been a funny week, actually.
It's been a funny weekend for us, hasn't it?
Yes, yeah. At the...
Karen's getting all tongue-tied.
Well, as some of you know from our last podcast, I've been a little bit crock with a cold.
Yeah. Still got it.
And still got it, so I sound a bit nasally, so I apologise for that. But at the weekend, it was really... it was a change, because normally when we have a fantastic training event with our Achievers team, we both go together. But for the first time, I think that I've been to the training on my own, because you had a prior arrangement.
I followed one of my passions. Yes,
and it only happened once. It's like
this is the first time ever that I've never attended an Achievers meeting.
Yeah.
With you.
Yeah. Yeah.
The reason for that was, as most of you know, my other passion is marshalling, race marshalling at sports, and I had the opportunity to go to a specialist training day, which was the only day in this year they could do it, and it happened to clash with the Achievers meeting. I was really gutted not to be able to do the Achievers meeting, but because Karen and I are now the Avon Couple, we still went to the event, we still stayed at the hotel where the event was, and Karen went to the event, which was during the day. And I was really, really fortunate to be able to finish the training early enough to get back to attend the
gala dinner.
The gala dinner in the evening, which you're going to hear a lot about. Or not just the gala dinner, guys, but also everything else.
Well, the dinner was very nice, I must admit. It was gorgeous. So yeah, and it was really great to listen to inspirational people that have achieved a lot in their Avon businesses and within their Avon team. And what was really nice is spending it with, I was going to say, like-minded people, which they are, but they're friends.
Yeah.
Over the time, you know, they've become true great friends, and to watch other people achieving things as well as ourselves really does boost you. That you've all got the same passion.
Yeah, but it's inspirational, isn't it? Because their stories are all different.
Absolutely, yeah. And talking of stories, what we did in the evening was because I saw people achieving things and getting to know some new people.
Yeah.
We did a fantastic podcast with two young ladies, Heidi and Claire. So that podcast will be coming out later on in the week.
Is it going to come out in the week, or is this going to happen next Monday at 1 o'clock?
No, we're going to do it during the week, so we're going to do an additional podcast.
So guys, you're going to have to watch out for an additional one coming on, and the best way to do that is to sign up for our podcast
and to register, subscribe.
Yeah.
So how do people to subscribe? Is to follow the link on the website, and you'll get it.
Yeah, well, you can also message us as well, and then we'll make sure that you automatically get it as well. So if you go to the avoncouple.co.uk, go onto our contact page, drop us a message.
And we also had another opportunity to do another podcast, which will be coming out next week. So over the next few weeks, we've been interviewing a couple of, some inspirational people.
We have actually got some two fantastic people to speak to.
Yeah.
And they've agreed to be interviewed by us. Yes. We've invited them, and they both said absolutely yes. One of them who is having a fantastic journey. She's only been in the business less than a year.
Yes.
And someone who is actually the head of the Achievers Group.
Well, he's our mentor, isn't he? He's our support.
Yeah.
Our support. And very, very passionate about his business, which he would be. But what we thought was, rather than just hearing us all the time every week, that we'd put some intermittent ones in of inspirational people. So why did we decide to do that?
I know another way they can always find out what's going on.
Go on then.
Come along to our group, the Avon Couple, on
Page.
Facebook. Our page, sorry. I'm not a great media person with social media. I never know what's a page.
Some people get really confused with the difference between pages and groups. So
right. Well, if you're on Facebook, guys, and you're listening to this and you want to hear a lot more of our podcasts, please pop over to our page, the Avon Couple, and just research that in Facebook. Pop along to it. Join us, follow us, and that way you'll always know when there's a new podcast coming out, because that's where we're going to publish them.
Absolutely.
And let them know.
And you'll know that it's us because on the page it has our picture on next to the Achievers plane.
Yep. And also you can pop along to the avoncouple.co.uk, click on the podcast page, and they're all on there.
Absolutely.
All right.
Yeah.
So that's a couple of ways that you can join us on our podcast.
So one of the reasons that we decided to interview people is because a lot of people that we've been talking to about Avon and who's looking for either a side hustle.
A side what?
A side hustle.
Oh, I thought you said huddle.
I did. I did. A side hustle, a little bit of extra income, or want to have a good part-time income, even a full-time income, because
well, we do.
Yeah, absolutely. We decided to interview different people and see what their challenges have been.
Yeah, so they can tell you their stories from their perspective.
Tell their stories.
That's why the first one that you're going to hear later in this week from Claire and Heidi, their stories are totally and utterly different.
And amazing.
And
inspirational.
Well, I was going to say some more, but come along and listen to the podcast, because you will be amazed at how these two girls work their businesses.
Absolutely. And then we spoke to another couple, Paul and Sharon, and again, totally different.
Absolutely.
Totally different stories.
Yeah, totally different way they joined as well.
Absolutely. And just amazing to see the achievements and success they're having in theirs. So
can I just ask, Karen, because I wasn't actually in the meeting this weekend, how many people turned up to a how can you put it, it's called the Achievers weekend. Yeah, and it's people take the time to come from all over. One of the ladies that we are going to let you hear the interview later on travelled from Newquay to Birmingham.
Yeah.
And there was people travelling from all over the country to come to
down
this.
From Preston, Liverpool area, all coming down.
Unbelievable. And it's how many people were there?
There was just over about 90, I think.
90 people travelling from all over the country.
Yeah.
It's bonkers.
Yeah. And it was really nice because they weren't professionals who was doing the speaking and the training. They were giving you their experiences, their training.
So was there a lot of nerves in the room?
Oh, very much, yeah. But excitement, there was a buzz about it. And everybody was keen and ready to listen. And
I saw a picture. So I could see you just about to cough, so I thought I'd say something then. I saw a picture of Christmas chains. Those decorations. What the heck was that all about?
Oh, what, paper chains?
Paper chains. If any of you are old enough to remember it,
the
paper
paper chains.
It's all right. The milkman just went past, so I waved to him. Sorry.
Oh, okay. I wonder what you was doing. Paper chains. Well, it was showing that if you have individual people, it's not strong. People need people to help boost them.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, and so therefore,
By joining together.
So by joining together as a team and working as a team, you become a strong chain.
All right, that's fantastic.
So it was
that's
really good. But the fun to actually, do you know, it's amazing how even doing a paper chain, people do things differently, but the end result is the same.
Yeah, brilliant. Yeah.
You know, that's what I got out of that as well.
Well, it just goes to show you something simple can explain the bigger picture.
Absolutely.
And that's what these events are all about. It's to unify people into a system that's there that helps and works and is already in place, and I'm not going to say made millionaires, but has made people...
given them the time freedom they wanted.
That's it. Giving them the opportunity to learn how other people do things in the business.
Absolutely. So that they can take one thing, even if it's just one thing, that they can take away to improve their business.
Yeah.
Then it's going to move, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, this is what we've been talking about. We probably mention it on every single podcast. It's the team support and training that is available to help everybody progress in their business.
Well, the thing is, what's really nice is the fact that it is network marketing. So it's like Facebook is a networking.
It's a social network.
A social media network.
Yeah.
And networking means interaction with other people.
Yeah.
So when you have a team, you're networking with that team, but you're also working and networking with other people that are not in your team. But network marketing is not selfish. It's not, well, it's my team, I'm not telling you what I'm doing.
Yeah.
It's this has worked for me, it may not work for you, but it might do.
It's another opportunity to try something.
Absolutely.
We've spoken to lots of people over the years who've been in our team, trying to join our team, or didn't want to join our team because they had, I can't do that because... And then you speak to somebody, again, I'm going to bring up these two girls because they were fantastic, who I asked the question of one of them, didn't I? And I said, I can't do it because, and then she said, well, I can, and she explained to us how she does it around her family, her work situation, everything. And
but then you have Paul and Sharon.
I know.
And Paul, to listen to Sharon's story, I could relate to a lot of it, to be fair.
I felt really emotional talking to Sharon and Paul.
But looking at her now, you wouldn't think that was her challenge.
Exactly.
So it does open people's eyes, I think, to the reasons. Sometimes people use a reason why they can't do something, but other people will use that same reason for why they can.
Yeah, exactly.
And why they should.
Yeah, exactly. So guys, you've got to listen. You've got to listen to these ones that are coming out because they are so real.
I thought it was brilliant to do that. That's the first time I've done anything like that. And
I know.
I was a bit nervous doing it, but I actually loved it.
And the thing is, guys, when you hear these latest ones, they were actually, we interviewed them in the bar
together
at the
gala
dinner. So there is quite a lot of background noise, which I didn't want to take away because while we were doing the interview, while these lovely people gave us the opportunity to interview them and have a chat to them, the rest of the team were absolutely going mental in the dance floor, having their food, having some drinks, and networking together in that room. And you'll hear that hopefully.
Yeah.
But it's I was absolutely gutted that I missed it in that sense. But hey ho,
But you enjoyed the evening.
But this is what it's all about. Yeah.
Caught up with everybody.
And it gave us a chance to do these interviews, which they are so inspirational. And you just think, I took stuff away from Paul and Sharon because they run their business together as well. And what they've achieved in the last couple of years is phenomenal.
Yeah.
And didn't we have the pleasure? We had the pleasure of actually being on a conference with them, an Avon conference, didn't we?
Yeah.
And where was that? And that was in Canada.
It was.
And to see
with Avon.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, Canada.
Oh yeah, so you just looked across the room and saw a Canada sweatshirt. So
that we was given, yeah. One of the things I liked about it, and we're going to do more of it, is the fact that we do, that we can do these interviews. But you've done interviews before, so you're sort of like a dab hand at this.
Oh, not a dab hand at all, but yeah, if you want to listen to some of the previous interviews, pop over to my website, or not? Yeah, well, it's on my. Hold on, what is it? A page or
it's a group? Page.
I've got a page called the Avon Man UK, and that's on Facebook. I have a website, but I'm not going to publicise that on here at the moment, purely because it's still in development and we're still working on that one. And you'll be able to go on there and get those as well, and that's the Avon Man UK. But it's still in a little bit of progress at the moment while I'm adapting some stuff to it.
Yeah. So what else have we done this week? Well, we've done all the deliveries, and we've done all of that.
But you've also spoken to Avon head office, and one of our we've now got a new, what do they call them? Business Development Specialist, BDS.
Yeah.
And she's going to visit us this week.
Yes, so that'll be exciting.
So hopefully, you didn't even know I was going to say this. Maybe I can interview her for a podcast.
Well,
or we can interview her for a podcast.
Yeah, that would be quite exciting. But
we've also got a couple of team members coming to visit us.
We have.
Maybe, you know what I'm going to say now.
Yeah, well, they might do.
We never know. We might even get a chance to interview them, and they are very, very new to this business.
Yeah. So I'm feeling better. Back to the gym tomorrow. Yes.
Okay. Did you hear the enthusiasm?
I am.
and here's me. I'm quite sure Karen's given me a bug because I feel absolutely rubbish this morning.
Yeah. But, well, I don't like to keep it to myself. I do like to share things.
That's what networking's all about, isn't it? Yeah. Okay.
I like to share things.
Fair enough.
So we've had a busy week.
But there's lots of things came out from the meeting at the weekend.
Yes.
Which is going to, again, it's something that you either embrace or you don't embrace.
Absolutely. Now,
but if you don't embrace it, you can't say, "Oh, my business didn't work," because you've been given the opportunity to have a look at all these different variations, haven't you?
Absolutely, and that's what I like, because there's a lot of people that are always willing to help and support and give you hints and tips in this business, even when it's not of a benefit to them.
Exactly.
Because you're not in their team, so it's not a financial benefit to them. It's not a, helping them move their business.
No.
And that's what I like about it. Network marketing is the company is truly unselfish.
I've got to say this because because I wasn't at the meeting during the day and seeing a lot of the recognition that went on, which again in the Achievers group that Jane and Howard run, the recognition is phenomenal.
Yes.
But in the evening, when a certain lady that we did interview, or we will be interviewing this week, received something, and she's only been in the business for about 6 or 7 months.
It knocked her for 6, didn't it?
I'd never seen anyone break down with the emotion that she did.
And stunned.
And I'm not going to say any more about that, but
no.
I'm going to get her to explain that on the.
But we won an achievement. We won an award.
I know we did. Go on, I'll let you say.
What was the achievement? It was the achievement of awesomeness. Howard likes to do different things and recognise people. We received a recognition of awesomeness for the podcasters of the year, and that blew us away, because we were actually sitting eating our dinner when he went through some of these, and he called us up, and the reception we got from the rest of the team was amazing. Fantastic. Yeah. It brings tears to your eyes when you do something you passionately love, and you get recognised for it, because you don't do it for that. Absolutely.
Thank you, Howard, and thank you, Jane, for that, because we were just chuffed a bit.
Yeah. So we will be doing other podcasts where we're talking to other people and their stories. So guys, if you love these podcasts, we will be doing them as a separate, popping into the to the week. In addition to these
to
ones
our weekly personal ones.
Yeah, absolutely. So and that'll be good, because when you start hearing people's stories and thinking, actually I can relate to that, you'll realise that Avon is for anybody who wants to do it.
Yeah, and it's and what you will get from a lot of the interviews as well is you can do as little as you want, or as much as you want, as long as you do it.
It's down to you.
It is down to you. But if you give it a chance, this business can honestly change your life. It
can, absolutely.
So how can they join us then, Karen?
So they go onto the website www.jointheavoncouple.co.uk.
There you go.
Fill out the little form that's there.
Yep, there's no obligation.
Absolutely. You might see a little button that says join. So if you do click on that, but normally you'll go straight through to the form. Fill out the form. There's no obligation, but that's giving us permission to call you.
Yeah, that's all it is.
That's all it is. We can phone you, have a chat to see how suitable.
Yeah, whether it fits you or you fit it. Yeah.
Whether it's a match.
Exactly.
Yeah, absolutely. And we have spoken to people and we've said, this isn't for you. We're quite open about it, aren't we?
Oh, absolutely. The worst thing you can do is have someone who says, I want to do it, and they don't really want to do it. There is absolutely no obligation whatsoever. But obviously we're here to help, and as you've heard, so are a lot of other people. It's not just going to be the person that joins us running with it by themselves.
Absolutely. And this week is the most what's the word I was going to say? This week is the most anticipated week of the year. It's the most dreaded week of the year.
I know exactly what you're going to say.
And it's the most frightening week of the year from the point of view that certain stats go sky high. I'm not going to talk about it because it's not a nice subject, but
a lot of people get things come through their door they don't really want.
Yeah, so they get it's bills week.
Yeah.
And for those of you that had a lovely time at Christmas but used the old plastico, what I call plastic, to help pay for it, all the bills start turning up this week. So guys, we
can help you sort that out.
We can, and Avon is a very, very good means of giving you, to pay it off, or to
help you balance your finances, basically.
Absolutely, it gives you financial freedom if you want it. So, guys, just fill out the form and have a chat with us.
Yep, I think that's about it. So, guys, look out for these interviews coming out. Pop over to both our websites, our pages on Facebook, and you'll see some links to come along and listen to them.
Absolutely. And my one advice to everybody, if you're going out, wrap up, because it's freezing.
It is freezing here. We're lucky at the moment. We've not got any snow, but I can tell you that...
No, I want snow. I want to build a snowman.
Oh, okay. She wants to go and be an angel, one of those snow angels in the front garden.
No, it's not. I want to build a snowman Elsa.
Oh my giddy aunt. Guys, I think we better go now. So that's me, Fred Mason.
And me, Karen Mason.
Saying goodbye as the Avon Couple.